Hi, I'm Steven, and I'm bad at art. But even though I'm bad at art, I also believe that through deliberate practice, persistence, and a willingness to fail, you can get better at pretty much anything. And over the next 10 days, I'm going to try and get better at self-portraits. The goal of the next 10 days is simple. Experiment with a bunch of different art forms, figure out which one works best for me, and try to make a self-portrait that represents me most accurately. But I don't paint, I don't draw, and I don't sculpt, and when I do, it's not very good, so I think this is going to be interesting. Also, it has never been easier to create a self-portrait. As of 2018, there are over 282 million selfies uploaded to Instagram, all their own digital self-portraits. So if it's so easy to create a self-portrait with this, why take the time to paint or sculpt one?
I think there is inherent value in spending time with something, which is actually quite rare in contemporary culture, which is really all about immediacy.
This is Cara Guri. She is a visual artist based in Vancouver, BC, who paints stunning work, many of which are self-portraits.
So I think there's considerable value in taking the time to step back from that and to question why it is you're making something, what your motivation is, and what media perhaps could best communicate what it is you're trying to say.
What can I do to succeed at this?
You have to kind of set some type of goal for yourself and use that as a starting point. But that goal should be allowed to evolve. So in some senses, if you see growth within yourself, that could be viewed as a success.
This is very weird. It's interesting how you start looking at yourself differently when you're trying to draw yourself. Ugh, I don't know if I like it. My strategy right now is just to try and make as much as I can non-judgmentally, and then maybe start improving. It's very difficult not to be judgmental. I mean, I think it was looking okay until I added the eyes, and now it just kind of looks, yeah. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, well this is the second portrait that I got finished, and actually, I think it turned out okay. I don't think that pencil and graphite is going to be the way to go. Today I'm going to try working with pastels. I really have no idea. Do I need water with this? I think what's interesting about this is that it kind of forces me to think about the most defining characteristics of my face. Alright, so these are the different self-portraits that I was able to get done today. I don't know what happened there. And then these are the last ones. Today I'm going to try and make a self-portrait out of macaroni. I haven't seen any tutorials on how to do this online. I just think it could be really fun. Honestly, I did not expect this to turn out well, but I think it actually looks pretty decent. Today's day 4, and I'm going to attempt something I've never done before, sculpting my face with clay. I'm assuming this is going to be incredibly difficult, but who knows. I really like the physicality of this, of just picking up stuff and sticking it to things. I had the most fun with this today by far, and I feel like this is the closest representation of me that I've gotten. I think I'm going to focus on sculpting with clay for the next 6 days and see how good of a sculpture I can make. I've decided to put off working on my own face for now, and instead today I'm just going to follow a tutorial where a guy makes a tiny head with this clay, just so I can start to understand how to work with it and figure out some of the main strategies that people use when they're sculpting heads. Okay, so I think taking a break from doing the self-portraits and just working on making a sculpture of a human head was a good idea. But also, after finishing this project, I realized that my big chunky head that I was putting together totally isn't going to work. So I'm going to have to recreate that and then basically spend the rest of the time that I have on this project trying to make that sculpture look like me. Okay, today is the 10th and final day of my self-portrait with the stage that this guy is at. Today it's either gonna look like me at the end of it or like an alien baby. Pretty awesome. As far as takeaways go for this episode, I think the one that sticks out to me the most is how much easier it is to get good at an art form that you enjoy. And I really enjoyed working with clay. I thought it was really intuitive and I could lose myself in it for probably 2 or 3 hours, where with graphite and pastels, I was kind of like counting down the time until I was done. And my second takeaway with this episode is I had no idea how impactful eyeballs are. I can get the entire shape of the face done really, really well and then mess up the eyeballs and it looks like an alien. Anyways, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed and we'll see you in the next video. What do you think?
I think it's cool to see, like, as somebody that came into this with really very little art background, just interesting to see like what you gravitated towards and what you were able to achieve in that time. And I think it does look like you.
Really? Oh, cool.
You did a good job.